We know the way, and we welcome you to San Jose, California. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the San Jose State Spartans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I caught up with the Spartans head coach right before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Spartans headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Holmes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tight end now in motion. Hits inside. It's Davis. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. They're all over him, and he never had a chance.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unleashes one. No other words. That was just a terrible throw.
What a great job by the defense, forcing it 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down. Not a lot of room to take that one back. Motion from the wide receiver. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Daniel. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's got enough. Got a little grass. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand it to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it on second down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the return, it's Holmes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll ride Davis here. Knocked down immediately.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Right side, it's Bryant. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Lucky to get it off.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped right there.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The Spartans line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Lets it fly. Picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off play action on first down. Buying a little time to his left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. We've come to the end of the period, and San Jose State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Motion from the wideout. Finds his big tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to run it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, San Jose State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Sets his feet. It's Marshall. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on third.
The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. The give. Got room at the 35. He's loose on the right. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, San Jose State.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Finds his man open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Under pressure. Hit as he throws. Just barely got rid of it.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Sets his feet, it's Marshall. Right down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Bryant. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go.
Caught, and he's got room. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's 3rd down.
Defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Off the bootleg and rolling out. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Fitted in the window for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Break. Here we go. Ready.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Go.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second and long here. He'll try to do it himself. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger hit on him. And that ball came out and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Keeps it on the option. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Third and long right here. He's looking downfield to throw. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Marshall. Oh, pressure's coming. Sails one into the middle. Makes a deep grab. It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Wants to throw one first. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's changing the play. They'll run it. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is on its way. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run the screen. Jukes his way for more. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Searching for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
So that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Quick completion on the out.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Using his feet. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Daniel. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 5 team, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. And it's the Bulldogs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now victory number 1 on this season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. There's a crease. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Making the adjustment. Wide receiver going in motion. To the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
The handoff. He's past the sticks. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Ready, go.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Pulls and fired complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Touchdown, Spartans! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Marshall. And they can't make the connection.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or from the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And the tackle is made, but that fake worked to perfection to pick up the 1st down.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punch that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you got to have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up the 1st down and keep this drive alive.
This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Wants to throw again. Moving out to the right. Good job just to get rid of that